Hello everyone, my name is Rama Raed and today I'm going to talk about modernism. Modernism is a literary movement that had its roots in 1890s but truly flourished after the First World War, especially in 1920s to 1930s. Modernists were psychologically disillusioned and physically devastated. They were traumatized by war, with flashes in their memories and fragments in their literature. Let's say that modernists wake up each day as if it's their last, fully aware that to pre-post something is not that simple to make or share. Then they fall asleep, navigating behind some small romantic moments and heroic concepts, to wake up blind again with no nature to admire and no present to live in. What are their problems? Their problems are the following: the loss of connection and the sense of isolation, as presented in Miniver TV by Edwin Robinson, who wants to create a great contributions with glory and glamour just like Beowulf and Oedipus, but he cannot reach complacency, so he stays in the prison of the past and he rejects to accept his common and ordinary present, similar to September in 1918 by Amy Lowell. The speaker is imprisoned of the future when she says, "Someday there will be no war, so she could enjoy nature," which shows the idea of deferral by Freud. Not only nature has shrunk into small parks, while urbanization has expanded, but also there is no pleasure in the small romantic moment of the present. One of the most dominant themes in modernism is belatedness, which means to born too late, as we see in Edgar Lee Masters' works in his books Bon River Anthology, for example, Trainer the Druggist, who tackles the corruption of marriage institution, Abel Melvany, who reflects the idea of capitalism, and Margaret Forrest Lake, who questions the gender roles. All these poems tackle important social issues of modernism, with a common theme, that they are all dead speakers who are talking beyond their graves to show how miserable and how late their lives were. Modernists could surprise you, that even if you are a celebrity, you might kill yourself, as in Richard Cory by Edwin Robinson. This poem proves that appearances could be deceptive, and even if you are healthy and wealthy, you may appear alone in the market and end up dying out of loneliness. Here, there is no exceptions or potential solutions. So let's discuss the solutions and exceptions of modernism. In Purchased by Frost, the speaker wants to fulfill his potential and to ride the trees, but the reality of being adult disturbs this romantic solution. If he were to say, "I will ride them and let people think whatever they want," it would turn into a romantic solution. There is also an exception, for example, Chicago by Sandburg. Here, the speaker celebrates cities, urbanization, and common ordinary people, while all the other modernists are lamenting the death of nature. Urbanization, capitalism, and colonization all work together to destroy any hope for modernists, especially with the themes of trespassing and ownership, which is presented in Stopping by Wood on a Snowy Evening by Frost. Here, the speaker was afraid of trespassing instead of enjoying the romantic moment and reaching transcendence. Also, he admires the idea of ownership when he says, "Whose woods these are." At the end, I would like to end my video with Spring and All by William Carlos. In this poem, the landscape is full of death and winter, yet the speaker was able to find his way as a descriptive mediator. Some believe that modernists are seeking uncertain truths and subjective methods, but in my opinion, truth often already there, clear and visible, yet no one wants to admit it. Maybe, as Tiresias said to Oedipus, sometimes it's so much better not to know the truth than to accept it painfully. Thank you so much for listening.